I began a weekly reporting module that I provide to the council members so that we could determine what in fact actually had been accomplished for each week from each department director. So we could look back at the week and see what we had done well in and where our areas of opportunity were carrying us forward. I have taken a very active part with Mr. Chavez in the overview of the trash and the negotiations concerning the trash services, and that has been an extremely time-consuming project. However, I think we both finally understand some of the numbers, and we have a great deal more knowledge of the trash business. It's one of those things that I hope that we don't have to be in long. It's a very complicated business. I have negotiated the Rio Grande Electric franchise agreement, which had not been done prior, to be executed in February, and I'm excited about that because it will be another revenue source for the community. I have also cut personnel in various departments while I've been here. So the interesting thing to note is we've done all this with less people. So we've moved farther ahead than we had prior to my arrival with less individuals doing the job. That means saving the citizens money, whose money I'm charged with to care for. And I can give you an example in that. We cut personnel in the various departments and we still maintained our quality. A very good example of that is the Parks and Recreation Department. Cut their staff by 5 individuals at the beginning of this budget year and 1 assistant director. And what have they done? They've done a better job than they did the 6 months before. And that's why all of you know George won the Department Head of the Year award. I've cut the administration department by 1. I live by these rules, so my own department gave up 1 individual, and they handle more work. I certainly am a different city manager than they've had before. So if I expect my people to do that, I'm willing to put myself into the same situation. We have also cut 1 person in the IT department. As I mentioned over, he's been transferred and moved to another area, and that leaves the IT department with only 2 individuals who are capable at this time, but who are overworked. I began processes to secure our human resources department and solve for the problems within that department. I sourced a locale for our job descriptions and pay plan consultants, which we have now contracted with or in the process of finalizing and executing that contract, and we'll be starting on that in the near future. We have remodeled both the city manager's office and the reception area, and we even undertook the school parking lot, which is not completed. It will be completed in 3 phases here next door to the city hall in order to enable not only the teachers to park, but to also assist the employees here at City Hall. And as all of you know, we have a tremendous parking problem here at City Hall. Overall, in the 6 months that I've been here with no guidebook and no direction, I have been able to raise the morale of this, the employees of the city. I have been able to educate them on the benefits they have available and why they should be thankful for their jobs. I have been able to raise morale throughout the city, and I believe I have given hope to this community. And I'm going to go ahead and add just a couple of things. Recently, there have been a lot of attacks on me, and you've seen them coming out continually on one thing or another. And the latest attack was today in the San Antonio Express News, which I deny vehemently, and we'll discuss some of those issues. But I think it's painfully clear to the citizens that this is the old political machine at work, and those days are over. This is 2008, and this council and this mayor are not going to be swayed by that old political machine. They make decisions for the betterment of their constituents, and their constituents have come to my aid. I offered to resign my position on Friday. I was willing to leave the city of Eagle Pass because I thought it was in the best interest of the citizens, because I believe I had become a dysfunctional city manager. And now I've heard all of the citizens come to my aid, saw them on TV, heard them on the phone, had calls today, had people come in, and I'm not going to leave. If they want to get rid of me, then those bad people who are driving these accusations against me are just going to have to continue fighting, because the citizens here deserve better, and I'm here to stay, and I'm going to do a job that proves to them that I'm the right man for this position. And so I want to end with this, and I've said it from the beginning. I expect only one thing, and I expect myself to live up to this, that every employee of this city works as hard for their job as you people do for yours. And if they're not willing to give 100%, then they don't deserve that opportunity. This council, this mayor charged me with one primary objective: raise the quality of life in Eagle Pass. And maybe we're only doing that an inch at a time, but we're doing it. And I want to ask anyone here who has any words of support or any words of criticism to please feel free to add those so that this council and this mayor can make an educated decision on moving forward. I also want to point out one more thing. These people making these accusations do not care about this community. The accusations in the Express News today affected a congressman who was going to utilize our community as a benchmark. I spoke with that congressman's office today, and he extended an apology to me for this type of issues that we're dealing with. He also said it was not a problem for him, and he would be here tomorrow on the steps of our city hall. And so for those individuals who know me, they know that these items aren't true. But I'm not going to stand here and defend myself on personal items that don't have anything to do with my work abilities and what I've done for this community. And the real question is, if they look back in anyone's past far enough, you can twist any information to make it sound like anything you want it to sound. And so I would challenge anyone in this room to go through the investigation that I've been through under the last 60 days, the scrutiny that I've been through, and the worst thing they could find on me was I lied about one part of my resume. For that reason alone, I should probably be your city manager, because the accusations against most of the people in positions of power in this community are much graver than that. So my question to this community and to this council is, if I'm the right person for the job, it's time to put this issue to rest so that we can move forward as a community. This continued uneasiness and unwillingness to make a decision in this regard has begun to affect the ability of this community to move forward. And so I ask for the community to step up here and also ask this council to take action on this matter. Thank you.
Thank you.